In this lesson, I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about trading routines and the various little trade routines as a trader that you can apply to your daily routine. So what do I mean by that? As a trader, there's a few different things that you got to do throughout a week, throughout a day, and so on, and throughout a month. So what are those things? As an example, every single week, here's one trading routine that you should actually apply. So every single week, at the beginning of every single week, such as Sunday before market opens, or Saturday before market opens, or Friday when the market is actually closed, sometime over the weekend, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna make a higher time frame watch list where you're gonna scan the higher time frames and see where the best opportunities are for the week, for the next trading week. You want to do that as a trader. It doesn't matter whether you're a day trader, but specifically if you're a swing trader, that's something that you have to do. But I highly recommend this routine for a day trader as well, so that on a Sunday before market opens, you sit down, you clean up your higher time frame charts, you erase any kind of analysis that is not relevant anymore. You just clean up your charts. I find that a lot of times traders have very, very messy charts with lines and trend lines and horizontal lines that don't matter anymore, right? So every single week, just clean up your charts as a trader, whether you're a day trader or a swing trader, and make your higher time frame analysis. Look for strategies such as advanced breakout, IBO, CBO, ACB, playing themselves out on a higher time frame, because those are actually going to be those epic opportunities, the holy grails, the hybrids, and so on. So you want to do that every single week before the market opens. For the Forex market, if you're trading that, equities and crypto, if you're also trading those markets, right? You want to do that for every single market that you're actually trading. It's extremely important. So that is a routine, a trader routine that everybody, whether you're a day trader or a swing trader, but specifically a swing trader, you need to do every single week. That is your higher time frame watch list creation. So as a swing trader, you have to do that. As a day trader, I highly recommend that you do that. So that is one routine. Another routine as a trader is obviously the daily watch list creation. Now, for a swing trader, this may not matter that much, but for a day trader, that's something that you have to do every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And if you're trading cryptocurrency, Saturday, Sunday as well, because crypto market is open 24/7, right? But every single day, depending on the market that you're trading, you're gonna have to make a daily watch list. So at the end of the trading day, okay, so 22 GMT, roughly, around 22 GMT, 21, 22, 23, roughly within around 22 GMT, you're gonna jump on the charts and you're gonna scan the lower time frames. As a day trader, you're mainly focusing on the daily 4 hour, 1 hour, when you're making your daily watch list. So you're gonna look at that time, you're gonna spend about an hour max, If you're trading multiple markets, it might take you a little bit longer. If you're really quick, it might take you a minimum of 15 minutes. And I would say a maximum of an hour, maybe a little bit longer if you're trading multiple markets, okay? But every single day, you're gonna sit down on the charts at around 22 GMT, wherever it is that you are in the world, just convert it to 22 GMT. Around that time, it could be 21, could be 23, could be midnight GMT, and so on, but you're gonna sit down and you're gonna make your lower time frame watch list, okay, every single day. So as a day trader, that's extremely important. As a swing trader, you just might want to sit down and scan your daily, the watches that you did over the weekend on Sunday. That's all you might want to do. It's going to take you 5 minutes, literally, as a swing trader. Just sit down, scan your higher time frame watches that you made over the weekend, and just to see how things are developing, period, okay? For a swing trader, that's about 5 minutes. For a day trader, because you're now scanning the lower time frames, obviously it's going to take you anywhere from 15 minutes to upwards of an hour every single day at around 22 GMT. Then you're done. As a day trader, you're pretty much done. At that point, you're going to find your opportunities, you're going to plan your trades, you're going to plan your setups, so where you're going to enter, where you're going to have your stop losses, How are you going to manage the position? Where are you going to have your target, right? You do all that planning at around 22 GMT during your watch list creation time. And then when the London session opens up a few hours later, all you have to do is just jump on the charts real quick, have a scan through your watch list. How are things playing out? It's 5 minutes max. Okay, you don't have to sit there for hours and hours and hours. You're gonna have alerts already placed. So all you gotta do is just jump on the charts real quick, 5 minutes, have a quick scan of your watch list, see how things are developing. Adjust if needed. Done. New York session opens up, same thing. Jump on the charts for a quick 5-minute period, scan your watch list, see how things are developing. Maybe there was a major news announcement that was scheduled for the day, so have a look at the chart, see how things have developed after that news announcement. Done. 5 minutes. So you're gonna spend the big 1 hour chunk roughly at watch list creation time, where you're gonna plan your setups, everything from entry to stops to management to targets, right? Place alerts or entry orders. And then at London Open, all you gotta do is 5 minutes, see how things are developing. If there's an entry that's about to be playing itself out, then at that point you at least know, okay, I gotta be available over the next 2 hours or so. But you don't have to be on the computer, you just gotta be available over the next 2 hours, because you know, okay, there might be an entry coming up. So London session, quick scan. Start of the New York session, another quick scan, and that is your daily routine. Another important routine that you need to do as a trader is midweek, specifically if you're a swing trader. Midweek on a Wednesday, you might, this isn't optional, this is not mandatory, it's optional. Midweek on a Wednesday morning, as an example, you might want to scan again the higher time frames real quick to see how things have developed. Sometimes on a Monday, Tuesday, you could see massive acceleration on a specific currency pair or stock that you did not have on your watch list. And then all of a sudden you notice there's a beautiful setup that has developed itself over the span of 3 days. So Wednesday morning or Wednesday at the end of the day kind of thing, you might want to just have a quick scan of the higher time frames to see how things have changed and developed and so on. Maybe there's a new opportunity that's presenting itself. So I recommend that to swing traders. It's not mandatory, it's optional. And as a day trader, again, if you want to do that, it's optional. You're a full-time trader. Day trading is full-time trading, so you might want to do it as well, but it's optional. Now, another mandatory routine as a trader at the end of every single week. Friday, market close, maybe Saturday morning, right? It's really up to you. You review your performance for the week. You review the trades that you have taken, any trades that you have missed, and you review your performance. If you've taken a trade, have a look at it. The analysis, the emotional state is still clear in your mind. So that's the point when you journal. You put it into your spreadsheet, you take the screenshots, you take the notes, Friday at the end of the day, Saturday morning kind of thing, you just journal at that point. And because it's still clear in your mind. So you do that as a swing trader, takes you a few minutes. You do it as a day trader, also takes you a few minutes, okay? So that's something you can do every single Friday. And then obviously I would repeat this routine once a month, once a quarter, and once a year, where you review your performance, you review your journal. That's about it for trader routines. On top of that, I obviously recommend that you meditate daily, at least once a day, in the morning, twice a day, in the afternoon if you want as well. But in the morning, it's really good to have a really quick meditation to get yourself in state and so on. So that's not a trader specific routine, but I highly recommend to everybody here that you guys start meditating at least once a day, every single morning, twice a day preferably. I meditate at least twice a day, morning and at night, for I would say about 2 hours total, each day. So that is it for trader routines. Those are some of the routines that are extremely important and that you can put into your actual daily routine, into your weekly schedule, and so on. So that is it for trader routines. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care.